All right, everyone, here we are with another video with Invest for Tomorrow. And to all the first-time viewers and investors, welcome to the channel. And to all the subscribers, welcome back. All I ask for in return is for you to smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it very much. And it lets me know you value the time and effort I put into making these videos. And stay tuned towards the end because we have a ticker symbol you won't want to miss. It's already up over 20% from yesterday to today. And I think there's so much more room for this one moving forward. I've talked about it last week. I talked about it over at the Patreon about 10 days ago, preparing every single investor for the opportunity. And here we are again touching base on it so that every single investor and viewer does not overlook this one and adds this one to their watch list if they don't have it already. So here we are with ticker symbol ZOM, Zomedica Corp, ZOM Stock, ZOM Stock, or ZOM Stock, right? How others like to pronounce it, is a ticker symbol that is said to be sitting close to 150 to 175 for the time being. Based off of articles and everything that I've read, everything is leading towards and pointing towards those numbers, and we're currently seeing that. Now, I've talked about this low here that recently got touched, 143, that anything below 140 would be a little bit of a concern, and the closer we get to 133, even bigger. But as long as we stay above it, we are showing some strength because we want to remember the bigger picture here of this stock. I mean, this stock came from down here and it's moved up in this direction. So when you think about it, as long as it stays above, this area, there's some strength. But anything below that could get a little bit weak, right? Anything in this area. But right now, the stock is holding itself up. We always want to remember where it came from. It was a penny stock, literally. It still is because it's really still sitting at 158, 159 as we speak. But this stock has opportunity, and the upside based off of article ratings is anywhere between 250 to 350, right? As the revenue starts to grow, Truforma sales start to happen. But some say it could take months. Some say it could take years for us to see those numbers. But this could possibly 2x, right? Or a 200% return plus if it actually gets very speculative and the hype brings it up to newer highs. So where are we sitting at right now, right? That's probably one of the most important things. And that's slightly above the 50-day moving average by the hundreds and thousands place, because right where we're at 159 is our 50-day moving average, and it's the current stock price. So we are certainly in tug-of-war zone. We were in it yesterday leading into today, and we're in it again. Now our support here, very narrow, is 158. If that gets broken through, your next point of reference is down here at 155 to see how quickly is it moving downwards, or are the bulls trying to reappear. Now if both of them get broken through, I would then pay close attention to this down here at 147 to see if the bulls can reappear and bring it back up. Now our resistance level is up here, and that's the highest point. When you see this run up, that we touched a high today of 172, but the highest point of the day before the dip is 167. That needs to be broken through, turn into a support so that the bulls can reach newer highs and new resistance levels. I do want you guys to be aware of that. This needs to be broken through, and I really want to emphasize that for this momentum to continue from this point right up. So I want you guys to be aware that from this point up, the bulls need to break through resistance to continue that momentum and continue this move and rally upwards, right? Recovering from that low. But we're going to have to see what happens. We're going to have to see how the bulls play this one out. But I did want to emphasize that that resistance level, 167, needs to be broken through. As always, guys, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Smash that like button to let me know you watch this video. Helps out the YouTube channel with the YouTube algorithm. I appreciate it very much. Lets me know you find value in the time and effort I put into these videos. And stay tuned for all the information that I have to discuss with you guys about the ticker symbol. You definitely want to have on your watch list if you don't have it already. And I mentioned it last week here on YouTube. So those of you that already know this one, I'm here to give you guys even more confirmation to what to look for moving forward. So stay tuned. So the ticker symbol I'm about to share with you guys is a ticker symbol that I shared last week on YouTube, okay? And I mentioned it on the Patreon 2 days before that. So if you guys want to get live updates on what ticker symbols I'm watching and adding to my watch list weekly and throughout the week when opportunities present themselves, you can join me and the other investors over at the Patreon. The opportunities are going to be massive because all I focus on is maximizing profits and minimizing losses. No speculation, no hype, focused data, raw data on opportunities to strike like a hawk. So if that's how you feel about the market, you want to strike like a hawk and you want to maximize profits and minimize losses, join me over at the Patreon for 13 cents a day. The first tier is $4. I'm making it budget friendly because I understand, the struggle. I understand the hustle. And you know what? That's going to give you the position to get started and probably start understanding more about the market by being part of the Patreon. And at 13 cents a day, there's so much information you will be receiving. So many opportunities. So the ticker symbol I want to share with you guys, we have the chart pulled up, CHPT. We're going to talk about it in just a moment. I talked about it last week. We're going to talk about it again. Talked about it over at the Patreon a few days before I mentioned it on YouTube. But the message here is for you guys not to overlook this part of the video. There's so much value in this part of the video. I'm not even kidding. It's your opportunity to get, a freebie or at least some insight on what I have over at the Patreon to equip you guys, because when I mention stocks, I don't mention one stock at a time. I mention 3 to 4 stocks per week. And then throughout the week, I add 2 to 3 or 4 stocks as well if they're presenting themselves as a temporary pullback opportunity. That's what I look for. I look for the setbacks that are turned into setups. So if you guys want opportunities and you are looking for opportunities in the market, you can join us over at the Patreon and the other investors. But this is what I said about CHPT back on March 21st. I said everyone focuses on the EV car makers, but forget to focus on the source that can give the EV cars the fuel and drive it needs to perform its purpose. Okay? A lot of us overlook that sometimes. We think, oh, well, we can just charge at home. There's going to be a secret sauce that the charging stations have or power that charging at home won't have. And it's going to be reducing charge time, okay? I know charging stations are a little weak right now, but in the near future, they're going to be much more in demand. Trust me, when you're traveling or moving around, or rather just charge for a low cost, quickly, a few minutes, and you got a full battery, that's going to change the game. Now, I said charge point is very important to watch because of its recent pullback, how it reached below $20. And then I sold a chart up, up here. I was about to say upstairs, up here in the graph, and then in the post. And I basically said that if it touches those numbers again, it's going to be important to pay attention to it. And if charge point does reach those levels, I want you guys to be aware that it's not the industry leader, but it will get its piece of the pie in the market share in charging stations. Well, let's look at the chart. So I mentioned it on the 21st. That's actually the day before the 22nd. The 22nd, it ran from $23 and some change to $25. And every single Patreon member could have been like, yo, I thought we were going to see a pullback. Well, that was Monday. And that Monday, there was some strength in the market. But I wasn't too worried about that because I knew overall this stock had some weakness. Well, it just took 3 days later, right? And it touched a bottom here of about $19 and some change. So every single Patreon member that weekend was well equipped to watch this, right? So after Monday, on Tuesday, they saw it dip. Then on Wednesday, they saw it run back up and then it dipped. And they're like, whoa, okay, this is getting weak. We're getting closer to $20. Now, if it didn't touch below $20, the closer it was to $20, the bigger the opportunity. But it certainly broke back down to $19 and some change. It got close to that low of $19.50, and we saw it reach right here at $19.60. From that point forward, it's been running up, and it was consolidating within that period of time here from actually that same date when it ran up all the way towards right here on the 30th. So for about 5 days, it was sitting between almost $20 and that $21 mark, slightly breaking to $22 and then falling back down. But it stayed within that area, $20 to $22. And yesterday, it started to run in the after hours, and it reached 22 and some change, and today it broke out, okay? Why am I telling you guys to add this to your watch list if you don't have it already? Because this breakout will have a pullback at some time, And we're looking at the bigger picture. That's what we focus on here in Invest for Tomorrow, right? We maximize profits, minimize losses. We focus on the destination and ride the journey. And that's the whole goal, right? It's not going to draw itself out just like that, but I'm trying to show you guys a visualization of what we look for, right? Opportunities, right? We strike like a hawk for the opportunity, and then we ride it towards its destination, and the destination is up. That's what we focus on. That's what we look for. That's what we do here in Invest for Tomorrow. So if you want to maximize profits, minimize losses for 13 cents a day, $4 a month, which is the first tier, you'll be able to receive those opportunities. As always, guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and let's make some money.